Winter squash is a wonderful vegetable. It has great taste and beautiful color. It is also rich in nutrients like vitamin A. I like to add it to many different recipes, like butternut squash and black bean enchiladas, to improve their flavor, color, and nutrition. The only problem with winter squash is that it can be a little intimidating to prepare. Winter squash are very hard, and your knife can easily get stuck or slip. So today, I am going to show you some steps to safely prepare your winter squash so that it can be ready to use in any recipe. First, wash the squash under running water to remove dirt and microbes. Pat the squash dry with a clean towel or paper towel. Next, use a sharp knife to pierce the skin of the squash and place it on a microwave-safe plate or dish. Microwave the squash on high for 6 to 8 minutes. This will soften the skin of the squash so that it is easier to cut. Let the squash cool until you can safely touch it. Once the squash is cooled, place it on a cutting board and cut off the top inch of the squash, including the stem. Then, cut the squash in half, lengthwise. And use a spoon to scoop out the seeds. Now we are ready to cook our squash. Place each half of the squash face down on the same plate or dish used earlier. Add 1/2 cup of water and microwave on high for 5 minutes. Check if the squash can be easily scooped with a spoon. If not, cook for another 3 to 5 minutes or until the flesh is the texture of a cooked potato. Let the squash cool until you can safely touch it. Once the squash is cool enough to touch, place it back on the cutting board. Depending on how you want to use the squash, you can either scoop out the flesh and mash it with a fork, or you can dice the squash with a knife without breaking the skin. Then, scoop out the diced pieces with a spoon. Now that you know how to prepare winter squash, you can add some color and nutrition to all sorts of recipes.